Hey guys, it's Carla. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have one of my sisters joining me for a sibling tag.
Hey guys, I'm Jenny.
My sister might be leaving for college in a few weeks, so I wanted to film one last video with her just in case she decides to leave me. You guys probably first noticed my sister in my last video, which happens to be a school supply shopping video. If you guys want to check out that video, I will link it down below in the description box. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's get on with this video. Alright, first question, who is the older/younger sister? I am the older sister. I am 20 years old.
And I am the younger sister. I'm 18 years old.
Next question, what is something you like to do together? I would say that we both like to work out together. Honestly, we don't really have a lot of things that we do together just because we both have different hobbies. But I would say that working out is probably one of those things that we like to do together. Who's a morning person or a night person? I would say I'm definitely more of a night person just because I usually tend to sleep really late at night. I'm not the type of person that can wake up really early. I try to be more of a morning person, but it's just super difficult for me.
I am more of a morning person. I wake up earlier than her. I wake up around like 7 or 8.
I always have an alarm to wake me up in the morning, but
for no reason.
She's the one that has to wake me up. Usually the alarm never wakes me up. It has to be her.
The next question is, how often do you guys argue?
We were just arguing right before this video, so we used to argue a lot when we were both in high school, but like I feel like now that I've gotten older, well, we're both getting older, but I feel like lately we just haven't been arguing as much as we used to, just because I feel like in quarantine we got closer together.
Are you closer now or when you were younger? I would definitely say we're closer now because of quarantine and being around each other a lot. We spend a lot of time with each other, and before we didn't because she was in college and I was here, so she would come home for a couple months. It wouldn't give us a chance to really connect, I guess, as we do now naturally. Who has better hair?
I feel like now she has the better hair. These days I don't really like my hair, so I like want to do something different with it and I'm not really liking it, so I think she has the better hair. Sometimes she doesn't think so, but yeah.
I think she has the better hair. I mean, anyone who knows anything about me knows I've always wanted straight hair. I just think curly hair is really like complicated.
Who takes longer to get ready? I would say that we both take a really long time to get ready, but for different reasons. For me, I would say I take a really long time to get ready because I usually don't know what to wear, or it just takes me a really long time to decide what I want to wear for the day.
For me, I take long because of my hair. Like I said before, my hair is really complicated, so coming out of the shower, then having to comb through it, it's a long process.
Are you guys competitive? I don't think we're that competitive actually.
I definitely think that we encourage each other more than try to bring each other down.
We all have different interests and hobbies, so we're always just trying to support each other. We're never like really like trying to compete with each other. Who is more introverted/extroverted? I would say that we were both introverted when we were in middle school and high school. Personally, I would say that I've kind of come out of my shell ever since I got to college. Sometimes I still have my moments when I'm like a little introverted.
I'm definitely still very introverted, but I think that's because I haven't had that college experience yet. I'm going to have it, so I definitely think that's gonna help me kind of just step out of that shell.
You want to read the next question?
Do you share a lot with each other? Actually do share a lot with each other, mainly clothes, I would say, because we're kind of like the same size, so it's really easy. Like she'll borrow a shirt, I'll borrow a pair of jeans or something.
We're also really used to sharing things, so it's not like an issue for us. We're like a year and a half apart, so it's like something that we've been doing for our whole life.
Like an example of that, I like take all of her stuff and she gets annoyed all the time.
I don't always get annoyed. Sometimes I let you.
Yeah, sometimes she lets me. Next question, who keeps a cleaner room?
I would say I do. We actually share the same room. I have a history of OCD, so when I was younger, I always tried to keep the room really clean and organized, and I remember I would always get mad at my sister because she was always just leaving things around and I would have to clean up after her.
Even now I still do that.
Even now. How would you describe your sibling in one word? Aggressive.
Determined.
What are things that you are both bad at? I would say that we're both really bad at driving. We have this unexplainable fear of driving that we kind of want to get over, and I've never had trauma with like driving, but it's just like something within that I'm kind of scared of, and I don't know why. What are things that you are both good at?
I would definitely say we both do really well in school.
We've always just prioritized school, so I think that's why we've kind of excelled together in that. Do you have nicknames for each other? I call my sister Jenny, Jen Ben, and Jennifer to annoy her because it's her full name.
Yeah, I don't like my full name, so she does it to annoy me. I don't have a nickname for Carla actually. She actually got like a little butthurt about this the other day, but it's just because her name is 2 syllables, Carla. Yeah, I don't see anything to call her. I just call her Carla.
I mean, you could come up with something, but which sibling is most likely to move far away from home?
I definitely think Carla would be most likely to move away from home, just because she's very like we said before, she's more extroverted than I am. So, and she likes to explore a lot, you know, she doesn't like to stay in one place for too long.
I've always been one to love exploring and traveling, so I definitely think in the future I am going to live in a different country, but we'll see about that.
If you move away from your sibling, what will you miss most? I'll probably miss how funny Carla is. I actually never, I think, realized how funny she was before.
I would miss Jenny's sense of humor. I think that she's also pretty funny. She's just a really silly person, so I think that I would miss her presence, and she's really only one of the few people that can actually make me laugh.
Wow, I did not know that.
Who's more sensitive? Definitely this one. She's really sensitive, especially when she was younger. I think I mentioned that before. It's not like the sensitive type where she's always crying, but it's more of the sensitive type where like you have to watch what you say because she could take it the wrong way. Who's the weirdest? I would say we're both really weird. Not a lot of people see our weird sides unless you're like super close to us. The one who talks really fast. I saw this question on the internet and I just thought that it was a perfect question to put in this because this one talks really fast and I'm usually the one that like mumbles. We always have to ask each other what that other person said because we like don't hear them. She talks really fast so I can't always hear what she says, and I always mumble so she doesn't always hear what I say.
But she's the one who usually says it the most, like what? Because I speak really fast and it's just because I like things quick. Can you remember your sibling's greatest achievement?
Sorry, you can go.
I think her greatest achievement would probably be, in my opinion, obviously maybe she thinks something else, would probably be starting YouTube. That's just my opinion. What do you think about that?
I thought you were gonna say something else. I think personally my greatest achievement is going abroad.
I just said to starting a YouTube channel because it's really out of her like.
Definitely.
Like just not something she would have done. It's something she's always wanted to do, and there was always like doubts and stuff like that, and for her to actually do it and actually like continue doing it even though like it's a little bit hard sometimes, and for her just not give up. I think that's just one of her greatest achievements.
Thank you. I think Jenny's greatest achievement is her ability to overcome things that she's gone through in her life. These are more like personal things that have happened, but I think her ability to overcome those hardships and just come out of those things stronger than ever is something that I really admire. It's just something that I definitely recognize, and I don't think she realizes how strong she is, so.
Thank you. Got me emotional for a second. Okay, 3 things your sister has that you would like to have.
Okay, this is super easy. Jenny's eyelashes, Jenny's lips, because they're like really full, and I would say Jenny's height. I wish I had her height. 3 things Carla has that I wish I had are her hair. I've always wanted straight hair. Her teeth, and her nose. What do you have in common? We have really bad eyesight. I wear glasses, I just don't wear them often, so that's probably why my eyesight is still really bad. Who lives a healthier lifestyle? I think I definitely live a healthier lifestyle, but I've been trying to get Jenny into more of a healthy lifestyle too. I actually got her to start working out and eat healthier during quarantine.
Which one of you is the troublemaker?
We both have had our troublemaking phase. When I was in high school, I definitely had a rebellious phase where I would just piss off my parents. Now I'm not really in that phase anymore. I've kind of just like am more mature now. When she was in high school too, she also had a rebellious phase.
What's the best advice you've given each other? She's given me a lot of good advice actually recently.
I would say the best advice that Jenny has given me is that I should always go for my dreams and not care about what people think. I think that's something that I struggled with.
The best advice Carla has given me is probably to stay present and not worry about the past or the future. I usually like let the past get to me, or I stress about the future, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. So she tells me to just live in the present, to worry about what I have now, and whatever comes will come, and just to take life day by day. Last question, what's the best thing about one another?
I would say the best thing about Jenny is the fact that she is the first person that I would go to. If I need a second opinion on something, I will go to her. She just has this way of making me think of both sides and helping me make a decision. At the end of the day, I'll make the decisions, but she's the one that I really like to go to for her ideas and opinions, and I really love that about her.
The best thing about Carla, I would say, would probably be how she continues to push me and challenge me. Like, she doesn't want me to ever stay in one place or to just settle for less.
Just trying to push her out of her comfort zone. So that's something that I try to do with her, because I know that's not so easy for her, but we're always just trying to be there for each other and try to challenge each other to be the better version of ourselves. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed learning more about my sister and I. If you guys want to follow my sister on any social media, I will link down her handles down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!